Welcome to the Glow Getters podcast. My name is Fahey-Ahrndt, and I'm your host. I teach and inspire leaders to step into their productive selves and find their true potential. I'm a passionate creative and scientist with over 8 years of healthcare leadership experience. At age 25, I stepped into my first management role and didn't find the leadership advice I was looking for. So here I'm giving you the tools to end burnout and enjoy a vibrant career and life. Glad you're here to learn and grow with me. Now, on with the show. Hey everyone, it's Kayla. Before we get today's episode started, I just wanted to let you know that today is me giving a tutorial of the new Leader Standard Workbook. So it's best if you hop on over to YouTube by clicking the link in the show notes or just searching my name, Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt, in YouTube, and you can find the video there. I wanted to also say thank you so much for being loyal listeners of the podcast. This podcast has been up for 2-3 years now, I guess. And so I want to give you 10% off the Leader Standard Workbook by using code Friday10 at checkout. But this deal only lasts today, launch day on June 25th, 2021 until 11:59 Central Time. So if you're listening after that, I'm so sorry, but I hope you go check out the tutorial anyways and visit my website to see what it's all about. But if you're listening today, the day that this launches, June 25th, 2021, use Friday 10 at checkout for 10% off the Leader Standard Workbook. Thank you again for so much support over the years, and I hope you take care and enjoy the episode. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me on the Glow Getters podcast or on my YouTube channel, or maybe you're watching on Instagram. I'm Kayla. I'm a leadership expert, and I love helping high achievers, busy go-getters, different tips for leadership. And today I'm really excited because I'm going to be unveiling and launching my first Leader Standard Workbook. I've been talking about this so much on my at Leave Happy Method Instagram account. So if you're not following, go check it out. And I've also been talking about it on my personal account at Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt for a long time and on this podcast. Leader Standard Work is a tool that really helps me feel and truly be successful in work without getting burnt out. It allows me to think about what my actual priorities are and go do those without feeling guilt or shame or struggle around the rest of my 100 items or whatever it is. There's always something. And so I am so passionate about using this tool to find peace, flow, less burnout, less busy, and be more in alignment. So I have created a whole planner around it. And not only that, in the planner, I've included other additional spreads, the Leader Standard Workbook, Leader Standard Work, the Leave Happy Tasks that I talk more about. If you haven't seen that YouTube video on Leave Happy Tasks, I'll link it in the card up here. But also things like goal setting templates, project lists and maps, idea boards, vision boards, one-on-one meeting templates, notes, different bullet pages, graph paper, lined paper, blank paper, all of that. And so I've put everything in this one-stop shop into a digital planner that you can use in GoodNotes. You can use it in OneNote. You can also just have it as a PDF in whatever note-taking app or print it out. And in a future iteration, I will have these available in print, like a bound book, but I'm just not there yet. One thing at a time. I'm trying to tell my busy overachiever self that it's okay to go slow. So that's where I'm at today. I'm going to give you guys an overview of the Leader Standard Workbook. I am so excited. I've curated it myself. I've hand designed it. Many of you know I'm a creative at heart. So let's dive into it. I have a special offer for you guys at the end of this video and this podcast episode talking about what extra value and bonuses I'm going to give you if and when you purchase this Leader Standard Workbook. So for now, I'm going to take a sip out of my cup of happy. I just got this really cute Ray Dunn mug at Home Goods the other day. I haven't always been a Ray Dunn home decor person, but these mugs are super cute. I splurged and I bought like 5 different coffee mugs to like redo my coffee mug collection. So you'll probably be seeing more of these in my videos. All right, take a sip of your coffee. Let's go. And I'm excited for you guys to see the inside of this notebook. All right, so you are now seeing the Leader Standard Workbook. Like I said, it helps me, Leader Standard Work helps me stay organized and everything is kept in one place. I'll throw a little screenshot of some of the Leader Standard Works I've kept in the past, and actually let me go grab those. So I used to keep my old Leader Standard Work on paper, and you can see it's kind of a crazy mess. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's just like a bunch of, you know, crumply papers that I would have to keep track of at the end of each month and file them away. And I just felt like I didn't have a great system for archiving these or keeping them organized. So you can see, like, here's one with like my calendar on the back of it. And it went through so many iterations. Here's a really old version of Leader Standard Work I used to keep. Here's some with gold foil on it, Post-its. It was a mess. And so one of the things I wanted to do to get rid of all this paper clutter is to create something digital. And that's where, you know, the Leader Standard Workbook and the digital comes in place. Everything is organized, and I'm finding that as I'm using it, I'm being more consistent with it because it's always there in the workbook. So let me show you the design a little bit more on the workbook. So here is the flat lay, which is like the front cover of the planner. It is meant to look like one of my favorite bullet journals that I have, and I'll show you that. So here is one of my favorite bullet journals that I had, and I absolutely love this guy. It was so simple. Again, it's like once you fill it up, you know, how do you start over? So I really wanted to create this in a digital version and emulate this style. So I think I pulled that off in this flat lay. The title is here, Leader Standard Workbook. It's got gold foil to kind of make it a little bit more, you know, prestige, a little bit more regal, I would say, with the gold foil. And you've got your pen, you have, you know, as if you're at your actual desk, you have your keyboard, mouse, your Post-its, obviously, because, you know, if you're doing your planning, you love Post-its, we'll have digital Post-its in here. And then just like your phone, and I created this, oh, hello, with my watercolor in Procreate with the marble background. So all this was created by me, hand-drawn, the notebook and the phone. So that's really exciting. I want to show you the back cover as well, because I think you're really gonna like that too. So here's the back cover, and it's got that same gold foil design that you really enjoy with the back just flipped over. And I thought about making the coffee cup empty because I thought, oh, if you're getting to the end of your planning, like maybe it'd be empty. But I thought, no, your coffee should never be empty. It should always be overflowing. So that's why it is the way it is. I really wanted this design to be sort of a minimalist flat lay, but also feel very fun and exciting and very on brand. I love the blue. You can see my nails are even the aqua color, the pinks, sort of the gold and yellow. And I think it came out really fun. So now I want to talk to you about the structure of the journal. To actually go into the journal, you want to swipe. And the first page is this Leader Standard Workbook belongs to. You can write your name. It's really cute. And then I'll zoom in here to show you guys the bottom of the journal. So along the bottom, I have the months, so Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And then I have little icons for other different pages and sections. So the target with the arrow is for goals. The map with the arrows it's actually a project map. The light bulb with the gears is an idea board. So I'll talk more about how I intend to use this. The little person with the binoculars is actually your vision board. The two people meeting, it kind of reminds me of being like on MSN Messenger. Throwback to the 90s, well, 90s children, the 2000s, I guess. This is for one-on-one meetings. So if you have meetings with different people, direct reports, you can use this template. And then the post-it with the pen or pencil is a notes section. And I have different templates. I have bullets. I have lined paper, graph paper, and blank paper. So you can use these sections to take notes or to copy the bullets or the lines and put them in different pages. So that's the structure of the journal. All right, so I want to talk about navigating. So everything in this journal is linked. So to get to the first month, you just tap and you can get to January. So you'll notice that down here, whenever you're in a new section, it's going to be highlighted with a rectangle here, matching the color of the planner. And so you won't see labels at the top of each month that say like January, because I like a bit of creativity. So I like this structure, but I also like the freedom to create a template that feels like my own. So if one day you want to come in here with really cute stickers and add like January and take notes and all of that, I don't want to stop you from doing it. You'll also notice that the template is undated. So really you can start your weeks wherever you want, wherever the dates fall. So you can reuse this planner over and over. If a dated planner is something that you want, let me know in the comments and I can definitely check that out and see what I can do for the next iteration of this planner. But for now, this one's undated to give you that freedom. Each week in the month is linked. So if you tap on it, you'll go to the weekly section. And so let me just kind of expand here. I want to show you. This is where we're at in the map of the journal. So you'll have this weekly spread and then some daily spreads. So you have 5 days. I did this intentionally because this is a leader standard work for someone who is working a job that's Monday through Friday. If you decide you want to add Saturday and Sunday, you totally can. All you have to do is select like a page that you like, and you can copy it and paste it in. So it's really up to you, but for me, I was thinking Monday through Friday, let's really set some boundaries about working on the weekend, unless that's what your normal work hours are. So there's 5 weeks in each month that are linked, and you'll have this weekly spread and daily spread that I'm going to show you. And then it starts over weekly, daily spread again. And so you'll see that for the entire month. So you'll have in your weekly spread, you have your leader standard work, and I have lots of videos on YouTube and Instagram about how to fill in this page. But don't worry, I'm going to be doing many more videos about how to use this workbook specifically, and I'll show you how I go and fill this in. So you've got leader standard work, you have the month, the dates you would fill in the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. Tally up your hours and see how you're doing. So I'm so excited about having this in a workbook. I was trying to figure out how to add my leave happy tasks into this workbook, and it's really important to me that we carve out time for us to get our strategic work done, the high priority items, no more than 3, usually 1, 2, or 3 a day, and we put them in our standard work. But then more importantly, when we're thinking about each day, that we do get them done on each day of the week, and we have them time blocked into our calendar. And then we're flexible and we can move as needed. So this is kind of your weekly overview for meetings, tasks, recurring events. And then you can sort of brain dump all your tasks over here and put them in each day of the week. Again, I'll have more videos on how to use this part of the planner, but just kind of giving you a high-level overview. And then the cool thing is each day of the week is actually linked as well to the daily page. Okay, so this is the page view. So each page has a space for you to write the date, a reflection at the end of the day, or even at the beginning of the day on yesterday, or some things you want to keep in mind throughout the day. But it has my sort of classic leave happy tasks. This is my sort of my brand. This is what I'm really known for. And your top 3, like we talked about on your Leader Standard work. So this little icon right here, like a clipboard with a check, this is meant to be linked to your Leader Standard work for the week. So you can just click it and it will take you back to this Leader Standard work page, and you can look at your leave happy tasks here as well to reference them and write them in the daily section here in this post-it. Remember, in the video that I have shared on my YouTube channel about leave happy tasks, you know, a post-it or a sticky note is small, so it helps you keep in scope the things you know you can work on, because you can't write too much on there. So 1 to 3 things. The daily pages, you know, I have them all designed really nicely with shadows so they look realistic. This is meant to look like an actual inside of a bullet journal. I love it. It has bullet pages here. And it has the bookmark, which I'm kind of obsessed with, this little bookmark that I was able to create. If you really wanted to change, you know, a page to a blank or a lined or a graph paper, I will show you what those look like in the notes section, and I'll do a separate video all about how to copy and paste over the daily layout so you can decorate it, and also be doing different decoration videos so you can get some ideas for yourself. So yeah, so I love that. So if you go back to Leader Standard work, like every single day of the week is linked, and it's just so nice to be able to bounce back and forth between those two, because I know every day I'll be kind of checking off my Leader Standard work and then coming to the daily section. So that's the monthly setup. And again, you know, you click on the months and you get to the next month, and each month is highlighted. So let me show you this icon. This is the goal setting icon. And I actually have a template for this. So there's 2 pages that go with this layout. So there's the annual goal setting organizational, and there's also personal and professional. The template is the same. I have 5 goals because that's typically more than enough for you. If you're going to use organizational, this could be for business if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're maybe a teacher or a student. This could be like school goals or different like projects you're striving for. And this is for my organization, we have different categories within our mission and vision and values that we have goals. You can think about this too, like, okay, this would be like a financial goal or an efficiency goal or a quality goal, or maybe it's like a safety goal, or maybe it's customer service or experience, something like that. And you can give your goal a name, and you can put it in the SMART goal phrase. So I'll be doing more about how to create SMART goals. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relatable, relative. People use different words for this one, relevant, and then time bound. And so you kind of have something you want to measure within a certain amount of time. It's very specific, helps you know if you're meeting the goal or not. And then performance grades. You want to give yourself like, okay, if I'm meeting the goal at this level, I'm overachieving. If I'm meeting the goal at this level, I'm achieving. If I'm meeting it at this level, maybe I'm below. And just so some kind of targets to give yourself. So again, I'll be going over more videos for how to fill in this section. But I've given you extra space to just like brain dump and think before you want to like officially set your goals. And obviously this is a digital notebook, so you can edit, erase, redo, cross off as much as you want. And again, the same thing for personal or professional. So this could be, read 1 book a month, listen to 1 Audible a month on personal growth or on finance, or maybe you want to learn a new skill this year. You want to take a course this year. And so this is where you can fill in those. And honestly, you can write over any of these titles and make them customizable. All right, so that's the goal setting tab or menu. Now let's look at the project map or the project list. So I call this my active project list. It is a tool I use for myself to keep track of the different projects I have going, but it's also a tool that you can use with your I call it one up leader or your boss. You can even do two ups. So if you have a relationship beyond your boss that you're accountable to, this is a way to keep people updated about what you're doing, but also let them know like, hey, I have this barrier. Please help me. And I know as a boss of other people or a leader of other people, I really appreciate when someone tells me what they need or, has a question about what they think I, can help them on, because otherwise I don't know. So again, you can categorize or give your goal a bucket. G/R is for green/red. So you can actually color this in, like green, everything's going well. Red, maybe it's behind. And that helps give you a visual overview of where you're at, how things are going, and lets your leader know at a high level if they're skimming this, if you give this to them, how things are going. You can name your project and then give a status update, usually just a couple bullet points. So I'll show you how to fill this in. This is actually a really fun way to check in with yourself and with your boss. Maybe you meet with your leader once a week or every other week. That's a great time to check in on your projects. And then again, telling them what you need from them or how they can help you. And so I've given you 1 page of active projects, a blank page to brainstorm and brain dump, and actually a second page. So you can, if you want more of these pages, you can take the current template and paste it again. You can add more pages. You can even use the lasso tool and copy in this and put another one right next to it. So it's totally customizable for you. So I really enjoy this one. Let's look at the next one. This is the idea board. So I'm giving you 2 pages in this layout for ideas. It's just blank. So I often find that it'll be like the middle of the day and I have an idea of, ooh, I would love to do this cool thing. But I'll put it like on my daily page, but then I might not ever go back to those notes or they might get lost. So what's wonderful is to have a space where I can literally come and jot an idea down, circle it, highlight it, maybe take a screenshot of something I like and just plop it in here. Kind of like a vision board, but more just like an idea collector space. So that when I'm thinking about like future projects or things I want to do, I can just come back to this idea board and be like, oh yeah, we were going to do that. So I give you 2 pages for that. Again, you can add more if you need, but I'm kind of obsessed with this because I'm excited to have a dedicated space just for like an idea brain dump so it doesn't get lost in like a huge, maybe someday list. The next one, I'm loving this little person. It's a person with binoculars, and this is meant to be your vision board. Get it? Eyes, vision. So vision board, I give you 2 pages again. I guess it's 4, but 2 whole spreads. Again, filling in your vision board, like where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be at the end of this year? Where do you want to be this month? And I have a vision board for personal and professional, so I'll show you how to fill this out as well. But it's nice. It's something I look at almost every single day. Like, where am I at? How am I doing? What do I need to actualize some of these goals and manifest them into real life, into actually happening for me? So I love having a dedicated space for that. All right, the 2 icons of the people, kind of like MSN Messenger, that's for one-on-one meeting note templates. So if you're meeting with people, especially direct reports, I do have a video all about this that I'll link in the card above and in the show notes in the description for meeting with people and doing one-on-ones. So one-on-ones are so important for connection with your staff members and to know where they're at in their projects and how you can best support them. So I like to keep track by writing their name here. And this is just sort of a visual reminder to ask them, like, what's on your mind? It's my favorite what question. And I've done a video on coaching questions for leaders after reading the book by Michael Bungay Stanier. So I will link that as well in the show notes. It's so good. And this template is a free one that I give out, but now it's included in this workbook, which is lovely. So I give you space for whatever they want to share with you. Your direct report always goes first, then you, And this is sort of a visual reminder for you, like, okay, these are the kind of the things I want to share with them or ask them that are important to me. And you can write them down here so you don't forget. And as you share or as they bring up these things on their own, you can check them off. So I love that. So I actually give you 10 pages of one-on-one meeting notes just because they happen so frequently and I thought it would be helpful. You can obviously add more, like I've shown you for all the other pages. And it's lovely. I think it's a nice way to categorize. You can even set up a system where you keep like only your meetings with Kayla, or your meetings with, like Pat or whoever you're meeting with together. And so they're not separate. So you set up your own system. All right, and then the last icon is the notes icon. So I love this. So I created sort of a menu here where you can either click on dot, grid, line, or blank. So, because then you can either just click dot, and I have dot pages for you. I think I have 10 of these. You can go back to the notes section and you can click grid. And here's the grid paper. So nice if you want to play in like an office design or just have a little bit more structure, keep things more organized, planning like a graph, something visual. I also have lined pages for you if you want to do something that's more handwriting, if you need more structure, you want to do something more horizontal only. Even insert some gratitude pages maybe. And then, kind of it never fails, your blank page, so that you can just totally doodle, explore, create anything that you want. And in future videos, I'll show you how to paste these pages onto other pages so you can add blank, lined, graph, or dotted pages in any section of your Leader Standard Workbook. So that's the end of my video. I hope you're as excited about the Leader Standard Workbook as me. It's been a long time in development. I've been thinking about doing this for several years now, and it's finally happening. So it's available for purchase on my website, which is linked in the description or the show notes. And as a thank you for purchasing, you'll get some free bonus stickers to use in the workbook so you can decorate your planner. So that's really nice. And they're handmade by me, drawn in Procreate. So yeah, I love inserting my creativity with this more like analytical, logical structure, which has been really fun for me. And if you purchase, you'll get a discount on my private leadership collaborative community emailed to your inbox. So I host a community where I share more how to use the Leader Standard work and Leader Standard Workbook and share leadership tips. And you get community from other leaders to bounce ideas off of and feel like you can ask questions and support. It's a really safe space. It's really fun. And I also offer one-on-one coaching within those groups. So you can ask me specific questions, have me at your fingertips every single day, get to know me more on a personal level rather than just through like YouTube or the podcast. And I'm very excited about it. So once you purchase, I will send you an email for a discount link to join that group to get more support from me. And I'm hoping that you really enjoy using this workbook and get a lot of functionality and find success each and every day, more productivity in a healthy way, less burnout, and more alignment and flow in all of your days. All right, everyone, take care. Thank you so much for watching. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening to the Glow Getters podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please give me a good rating and review. I would so much appreciate all the good feedback you have for me. If you like this content and you want to get some more of it, maybe even see me and watch some videos, you can check out my YouTube channel. Just search Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt and you should be able to find my channel, which I call the Leadership Collaborative, which has tons of great information on leadership and tells you a little bit more about my Leadership Collaborative community that is always enrolling at the end of each month. All right, everyone, thanks so much again. I hope you stay well and safe. Be a light. Talk soon. Bye.